UFC Macau, Figueiredo Yadong is tonight. Actually, it's within, I think, 4 hours. Cutting it close. We're cutting it close. Of course, this fight night's just so stacked. I had to get on it last second. I've been really lazy. I shaved though today. Awfully quite. I mean, quite badly. I shaved, but I did shave. I don't have herpes. That's just a cold sore right there. So don't get too distracted. I don't have a Joker smile on today. I'm actually frowning because this card kind of sucks. Not that bad. But it's, 3 a.m. in the morning, so it's nothing I'm gonna really be too cared to watch on the prelims. I may be streaming the main card. I do have work at 7 in the morning, and it is 12 a.m. It's 12 in the morning right now. So we'll find out. Anyways, Luma Luke Boom, Jacqueline Amorum. I'm going to go with Luma Luke Boom. I know Jacqueline Amora could hit Luma Luke Boom with some good grappling and stuff, but I think that Alexa Thainara loss that Luma Luke Boom just went through is going to be enough for her to learn, get better from it. She's also, what is she? She's from Thailand. Peter Yan loves being there. She is the underdog. I just think Jacqueline Amorum hasn't bested the best competition in my mind. I just don't see it. Let me try something real quick. What does this do? Okay, that keeps it. I just am not impressed too much with Jacqueline Amorum. She lost to Mikuzi Inoue. Oh, she changed her name. Who was like on a year or two layoff. Comes back, beats her by decision. You subbed Pollyanna Vienna. Nice work, pal. She subs Pollyanna Vienna so bad she submits herself. That's just how life works. Sub Vanessa Demopoulos. Corey McKenna. I think Luma Luke Boom, like I said, she survived Alexa Thainara, didn't get submitted. She has some good decisions. Esla Nunez, no. Bruno Brazil, though, styled on her, submitted to LC Reed. Not the best record on either of them, if I'm being honest, but I just trust Luma Luke Boom for some reason. She's got the Charles Oliveira bleached hair. Jacqueline Amorum looks more. They're both pretty bad. Oh, yeah. 10-4, 5-1, 115 and a half, 61.5-inch reach to, and 34-inch leg reach to 10-2, 5-3, 116, 68-inch reach and a 38-inch leg reach. Now, again, women's MMA, this doesn't matter. These stats down here don't matter at all because they don't use them. Just like how strikers, like I said for Joshua Van Tatsuro Teira, what a genius prediction by me. And Sean Strickland Shmaev, another genius prediction. Yours truly. Anyways, bad strikers don't use their reach advantage. They don't use their leg reach advantage. It's a non-factor. And then, I think Luke Boom's good enough where she can get by the, what is that? A half and then 7? No, a half and then 6. So 6.5-inch reach disadvantage. I think Luma Luke Boom can get past it. It doesn't matter. She's going to win by decision. 29-28. She'll probably lose the first round and then win the last two. Moving up, Zhu Shangyi versus Rodrigo Vieira. Now, I'm going to go a little crazy. I'm going to pick the Chinese man to win. He is the favorite, or is it evens? I think it's pick'ems. It is pick'ems. 24 and 4-1 to 21 1-1. 5'8" to 0 foot 0 inches. Okay, I'll get the real stats. 5'6", Kang Yang Z is actually 5'6". Rodrigo Vieira's 5'8". But Zhu has a 70-inch reach compared to Vieira's 68-inch reach. I just think Kang Ji's had a little bit of better competition. The road to UFC, they always suck, dude. The road to UFC people always suck. But Rodrigo Vieira has gone against some bums, and they both have pat statted records. They've statted their records. They're Habib maxing, if you know what I mean, going against a guy that's 0-4 when they're like 18 and whatever. It's fine, Now, I normally don't trust Asian prospects. I'm going to pick a non-Asian prospect over an Asian prospect because just any Asian, dude. But he's from Peru. Jose Ochoa's from Peru, and he's kind of sick. No. Yes, no. But Zhu Shangyi He has the hometown advantage, is the only thing. You know in China, dude. You know in China, those referees are gonna make sure that Zhu Kangyi can win. If they're given the option, if they're given the chance, they're gonna make sure Zhu Kangyi is gonna win. So it's a little tough. It is a little tough. But you know what? I'm gonna go with Rodrigo Ferreira. Actually, I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna go with Rodrigo Ferreira by decision. I think he's gonna outland you. He does have a reach advantage slightly, a little bit taller though. I just think, like I said, if it's two prospects who kind of had some padded records, I'm gonna go off the guy who's from Peru, has a little bit better of a regional scene, has better competition in general. Like if you average out everyone's skill level in like China's regional scene compared to like Peru's regional scene, I'm probably gonna think that Peru has the better fighters, just on average. And he's 21-1-1. You know, Zhu Kangyi is 21-4-1. But he's gotten submitted a lot. Rodrigo Ferreira, I think he can mix everything in. I didn't watch any fights. I didn't watch anything. I just went off of pure stats. So we'll see how good a pure stat by the number. A good by the number a prediction video goes. That's what my early ones were, and I did decent early, not the best. Moving up, Angela Hill, Zhang Jiang, Zhang Jiangnan. I'm gonna go with Zhang Jingyan. Yeah, you like that? I know. 18-16. My goodness, against 19-2, 5-3 to 5-5. Let me get the real stuff. 5-3 to 5-4 actually is what it's saying on Tapology. 64.5-inch reach to 63-inch reach. 41, by the way. Angela Hill is a ripe 41 years old. But Zhang's only is 38, which, I mean, look at that. Very symmetrical. That's a man. Angela Hill, I'm sorry. She's going to get decision. She even could get KO'd. She's just old. She got, like, spinning back fisted, I think, in her last fight. Got KO'd from that. She just is old, dude. And it's in China. She could crafty up a fortress and stay behind that and win a decision, but I don't see it. I think Zhang is just going to come in strong, do the most damage, work the most out of Angela Hill, busy work up against the cage, and get the win. 29-28, dude. 29-28. Moving up, Ray Teixeria versus Luis Garul. Now, of course, they have Ray Teixeira's awful helmet hair. He looks like, who's the Russian guy from Rocky? Forgot his name. But you know, the Russian guy I'm talking about. He looks like him. 10-1 to 11-3, 5'6", 5'5", 60-inch reach to 64, 63-inch leg reach to a 60, or 30, what am I saying? 36-inch leg reach to a 38. I'm going to go with Ray Teixeira. Mainly because I would have picked Luis Garul, but he just fought a week ago. He fought a week ago, and now he has to short notice come on over here to China. He has to fly over to China. He fought him where? I think Vegas? It was a week ago. Yeah, he fought in Vegas on Arnold Allen Mademoiselle Costa. So that's in Vegas. Now he's flying over to China. I just don't like the odds on that. I think Ray Teixeira can just... Now, Luis Garul does have some good counter grappling. Pretty good at stuff in the takedowns and keeping it on the feet. But I think Ray Teixeira, he took a year off after losing to Joshua Van, and he had Joshua Van in some iffy positions. You know, had a nice head and arm throw on Van. I think Luis Garul, you know, he's a little bit shorter, but I think Ray Teixeira bulked up a little bit. He looks a little bit bigger. I think he's gonna come in, kind of ragdoll him. Not too much. I think just get the trips where they matter to win the rounds. Just trip him over when it matters. Just do enough to kind of get by him, win a decision. He'll probably win round 1 and 2. Start gassing out and fading in the third. Luis Garul's going to start piecing him up, but it's not enough. Ray Teixeira, 29-28 decision win from me. Okay? Moving up. Did I miss any of these, by the way? Did I say the wrong thing? Decision. Yeah. choosing the right things. Moving up, Ari Qualang versus Cody Haddon. Okay, 26-11 on one to 8-1. 5'7" to 5'7". 69-inch reach to 69-inch reach. Let's see if that's all true. They're both five. Well, Ari Qualang actually has a 69.3-inch reach. So, Cody Haddon's going to lose. No. I think Cody Haddon's got this. Ari Qualang's lost to Raul Rosas Jr. And I have this rule that I've been applying to most of my predictions where if you lose to a fighter who I think is dog awful, I'm going to pick people to beat you. You know, I call it the Zellhuber method, which of course has worked pretty well for me. What's his name? Who lost to Zellhuber? Who's the guy that lost to Zellhuber recently? I forgot. Was it Ignacio Bahamondes? I went against that, huh? I don't know. I forgot. Anyways, this is the Raul Rosas Jr. method because he's awful. He's actually awful. I think Cody Haddon, if Arcolang's going to lose a decision to Raul Rosas Jr., I think Cody Haddon has the same skill set where he can either hold him down and kind of just out-scramble him, keep him top position, or he'll just piece him up on the feet. I don't think Arcolang's done anything too crazy. Cody Haddon, he's not really too good, not really proven yet. He's won, Billy Brand submitted him on the Contender Series. Dan Argudia won a decision off of him. He's pretty unproven, but I think just, Australian base, he's younger. I'm going to go with Cody Haddon. Again, if you're choosing between a guy on the regional scene who's Chinese, or is Arcolang Chinese? Yeah. Or a guy on the regional scene who's Australian, I'm going to pick the Australian guy. They're just way more proven to have a better regional scene, a more intense, tougher regional scene. So I'm going to go with Cody Haddon. He's 8-1. Now, Arcolang could crafty him up. He could craft up a decision win in China. I do worry for that, but I think Cody Haddon's going to do enough to make it a clear victory win. I could even see him 30-27 him just off dominance. Dominant ground and pound, not ground and pound, dominant ground position, and then just doing busy work on top. Give me Cody Haddon. Let's say 30-27. Moving up. Ding Ming versus Jose Souza. I'm picking the underdog. 35-9 to 8-1. 6'2 to 6'3. 73-inch reach to let me get the real one, a 79-inch reach. I'm going to go with Jose Souza, all right? Because Ding Ming is as padded as a stat, as a fight record as you could get. This is like boxing numbers, dude. He was fighting people that are 0-4 when he was like 17-2 or whatever. I don't know. I think Jose Souza, again, Brazilian background. He has some decent wins, decent competition wins. Let's look at this. Went over 9-3, 8-4, 10-6. Lost to a guy who's 5-1 on the Contender Series. 5-0, got a decision win over. But, besides his UFC win over a guy that was 10-3, lost on the Contender Series 2, 12-3, 28-17, KO'd him. 22-11 KO'd him. 26-17. I mean, all these Chinese guys just have a whole bunch of fights, a lot of mileage on them. I think Jose Souza, who's young, he's 24. Meng Ding is 31. My goodness. But I do think Jose Souza is just going to do enough to stay ahead, stay on the outside. This is welterweight. I think he's just going to pick apart Ding Ming for 3 rounds. I think he's just going to pick apart on the back foot, low kicks, jabs, just kind of making Ding Ming upset, mad, and then maybe Ding Ming comes in, runs into something nasty. But I am going to go with a nice, amazing Jose Souza decision win. Bam. Decision win, dude. I'm going to go for it. I'm actually going to go for it. Boom, decision win. Moving up. Not too much. Is that under? Yeah, that's an underdog. Then I picked another. No, that's favorite. That's favorite. That's favorite. That's a pick'em. That's an underdog. So 2 underdogs. Boom. Moving up. I'm going to choose Luis Felipe Diaz against Yisak Lee. 8-1 to 17-5. Look at the body difference. I mean, he does have a bit of Indian. He is a bit of Brazilian Indian, which does scare me. But I don't think Yisak Lee has any power to worry about because he's Chinese. South Korean, same thing. He is a bit of Brazilian Indian. That'll catch up to him eventually. He'll probably lose his next fight. 6'2 to 5'10. 74-inch reach to a 74-inch reach. Again, though, Yisak Lee's got submitted not too long ago. Who did he get submitted by? Agleen Thedinaslium, 12-9. Got submitted rear naked choked. Luis Felipe Diaz lost 2 decisions. He's 2-2 in his last 4. Lost a guy who's 14-7, 20-7. Submitted a guy who's 2-0, 6-0. But that was on the Contender Series, to be fair. The Contender Series, I trust the guys in the Contender Series a lot more. 5-2, 2-3. This is a battle of awful. I'm going to have to just do Luis Felipe Diaz. Has a little bit more experience. 31. Yisak Lee's just too young in the game. And again, I like inexperience for, like I said, I'm going to keep on beating this point to death, but inexperience in an Australian fighter, an American fighter, a Brazilian fighter isn't that bad because the competition's higher. Inexperience in a South Korean guy? South Korean? You've barely fought, and even when you have fought, they're awful? I don't like that. We go Luis Felipe Diaz, round 1 rear naked choke. Do we say that? I think we say a round 1 rear naked choke from Luis Diaz. Felipe Diaz. Moving on, my man, main event, main card, Alex Perez, Subin. I'm going to pick Alex Perez, dude. People are sleeping on Alex Perez. I picked him to beat Charles Johnson. He sleeps him out cold. Charles Johnson, he sleeps out cold. A long-rangey striker who's really tall, has a reach advantage on him, has a height advantage on him, and he knocks him out. Now, I think Subin not going to be as retarded as Charles Johnson because Charles Johnson sucks. I am on the Charles Johnson hate train. People glaze Charles Johnson because he beat Joshua Van and Lona Kavanaugh. Those are 2 good wins, but just because he has 2 really good wins does not mean he's the best fighter ever. He's lost to Cody Durden. Why are we pretending like Charles Johnson, dude, better watch out? He sucks. Charles Johnson sucks. I hope you see this, Charles Johnson. You're not that good. Okay? I'm sorry. I didn't want to be the one to tell you this, but everyone's up yours saying, like, you're amazing. Blowing smoke up there, too. There's blowing smoke up yours. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's chill out. You're not that good. Alex Perez is very good. I went on a tangent. I apologize. I just hate Charles Johnson for some reason. I don't know why. He's probably a good guy. I think it's the hair. It's probably the hair. I've also always picked against him, I'm pretty sure. The 2 times I've picked him. But Alex Perez, Subin. I think Alex Perez is going to get this done. Subin, is he coming off the Cody Durden one? Let's see. The Jesus Aguilar win and the Kevin Borjas win. Mitraposo, split decision. Lost to Charles Johnson. 9, I think Subin, he is 30. Alex Perez is 34, but Charles Johnson KO. The Asu Almabayev loss from Charles Johnson does scare me because Asu Almabayev is not that good in my opinion, but I think Alex Perez is good enough where he's going to close distance well, not let Subin stick on the outside. He's going to close in, crash in, hit some good hooks to the body, up top over a couple times. Just keep pressure on Subin, not letting him skirt around the cage. I think he'll get this done. Do I say knockout? Maybe I do say knockout. Will he get another? Will he get another? Let me see something. Has Subin been knocked out? And how many times does Alex Perez knock people out? When he knocks out, they don't move. Subin never been knocked out. Perez has 6 knockouts in the first. He's only lost to Teixeria, Asu Almabayev, Makayev, and Pantoja, and Figueiredo. and Joseph Benavidez in his prime. That was prime Joseph Benavidez. And then Jared, that's non-UFC fight, so they don't count. I just think Sumit never gone against somebody who's as good. Lost to Charles Johnson, got submitted by Tim Elliott and Matt Snell. Oh my goodness, dude. Can Alex Perez submit him? His 6 first-round submissions. Sumit has been submitted 4 times in the second. I'm going to play it safe and say Alex Perez decision. But I could see him catching Sumit in a nasty submission. Nasty guillotine or something. Hurts Sumit on the feet. Sumit tries to shoot in. Gets guillotined. I could see that. Man, I need a haircut. I was going to get a haircut today, but I was lazy, dude. I was lazy. If you're seeing this, tell me what haircut I should get, dude. I'm thinking of buzz cut. Let me know if a buzz cut would be good. I think a buzz cut would be funny. So that's kind of the logic I'm going through, is a buzz cut's at least funny. But anyways, go with Alex Perez. Decision, like I said, I could see a submission, late round submission, as he's just wearing down on Sumit. But I think, like I said, he's going to wear down Sumit. He may lose round 1 because it's a feeling out round, and Sumit just hitting him, tagging him on the back foot, backing up. This way now. And then he'll get caught in round 2 and 3. Something big. Good body shots. Look at that, dude. That's ripe. Ripe up in there for a body shot. Alex Perez, he knocked out Charles Johnson. I'll always love you, Alex Perez. I hope you see this too. I love you, man. You're going to go for a title run. You're 34. We don't care. We don't care. We're going for a title run, Alex Perez, me and you. All right, moving up. Jake Matthews, Carlston Harris. It's a Jake Matthews. Round. When do I want him to get submitted? Let me go over. I went over that. 22-8 to 19-17, 5'11" to 6 foot, 73-inch to a 76-inch, and a 43-inch leg reach to a 42-inch leg reach. I'm gonna go with Jake Matthews. He is coming off that loss to Neil Magny. Got submitted. Not the best look. Not Neil Magny. It was Neil Magny. Who's the other Magny that got destroyed by Uros Medic? Jeff Neal. Have the same names, dude. They look the same. No, I'm just joking. Got submitted by Neil Magny. Not the best look, but he's coming off of submitting Chidi Nuzhukwani, Francis Prado, Phil Rowe. He had a really close fight with Olberg, I think. Or who do you have a close fight with? No, not Olberg. Sorry. Close fight with Michael Morales, actually. Very close fight with Michael Morales. I think Carlston Harris. Let me pull up his record. First of all, South African. I think. I don't know where he's from. Mozambique. Guyana is where he's from. Lost to Ponzinibbio. Lost to Ponzi, which is not the best look. A 2025 loss to Ponzi. Got KO'd by Chaos Williams, which is not the worst. Anaconda choke Jeremiah Wells. Is that the guy I'm thinking of? Let's see let me get a look on Jeremiah Wells real quick. I will not be getting a look at what Jeremiah Wells looks like. No, that's a different guy. Jared Gordon decision. Lost to Rakhmonov. I think Carlston Harris is just not the best. Jake Matthews, of course, beat Phil Rowe. My goodness. Darius Flowers, submitted him. Beat Francisco Prado, submitted. I don't know, dude. Lost to Simmelsberger. My goodness. Submitted by Sean Brady is not the worst. Li Jing Liang, he beat. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jake Matthews, the Celtic kid. I just think he's just a little bit better. Better scrambles. A little bit better of a submission threat. I think Carlston Harris could maybe roll with him for a little bit, could scramble with him for a little bit, but I think at the end, Jake Matthews is going to slowly get closer and closer to that submission, and I think he'll finally get it in the third, actually. I also think Jake Matthews isn't the worst at striking. he's got some pop, you know. He's got some pop, you know. If you're getting KO'd by Ponzinibbio like a year ago, I'm scared for you. I'm scared for you. Whereas Jake Matthews, you know, he survived Michael Morales. I think he can survive a Carlson Harris and then put some mustard on him, get him down, submit him. Round 3 submission for Jake Matthews. Count it up, pal. Count it up. Count it up. Moving up, Kai Asakura, Cameron Smotherman. I'm going to go with Kai Asakura. Let's go over the stats. Actually, I keep on forgetting to this. 21-6 to 12-6, 5'8 to 5'9, 69-inch reach to 69-inch reach, 37-inch leg reach to 39-inch leg reach. Now, I will say, Cameron Smotherman could just submit him out cold for the 3rd time in a row. He could just get submitted out cold, but he's moving up. He has lighter man skill, has that flyweight skill. And I just think Cameron Smotherman lost to Ricky Simone. Not a good look in hindsight. Got dominated by Ricky Simone in the grappling. The Teixeria City decision loss is not that bad. Jake Hadley, I don't know. Katsukora, you know, he has beaten... Has he not beaten Kyoji Horiguchi at Ryzen? Am I crazy? He lost to Kyoji Horiguchi, got KO'd, but I think he has a win over Kyoji Horiguchi. Lost Manel Cap at Ryzen, got KO'd. He knocked out Kyoji Horiguchi in Ryzen, so he's 1-1 with Kyoji Horiguchi. Unless he got it back. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. I think Kai Asakura is just so dangerous in round 1, and Cameron Smotherman just doesn't have anything for Kai Asakura to be careful for. You know, Tim Elliott's weird and stuff, so that's kind of what's throwing Kai Asakura off. And then even then he was hitting him, making Tim Elliott look funny in round 1. Round 1 of the Pantoja fight, he's styling on Pantoja. He hits a flying knee. May have been to the neck, but I think it was a decently landed flying knee. I think Cameron Smotherman is just going to be too chinny, dude. If you're getting knocked out on the weigh-ins, on your weigh-in day, you're getting knocked out, I don't think you're going to survive a round 1 with Katsukura, who's so dynamic. Throw up head kicks, body kicks, knees, flying knees, good jabs, good 1-2s. I think Katsukura is also just kind of known like, hey, this is it. This is my last chance to be good in the UFC. He's going to work on takedown defense. He's not going to overshoot anything. He's from Japan, so he's close enough. He's close enough to home turf. He looks like, you know, Chinese. I don't actually... Do Chinese people and Japanese people beef, dude? Is that like Britain, USA? Because we kind of beef, even though, you know, we're best buds, really. Well, not recently, but we used to be best buds, I feel like. I don't know. Anyways, off tangent. I just think Katsukura is so dangerous in round 1 and Cameron Smotherman's so non-dangerous in round 1 that I think Katsukura can get the round 1 KO over Cameron Smotherman. Let's just say a good head kick. Let's say a head kick KO in round 1. Let's get it. Let's just say a head kick round 1. Moving up, he is the favorite. Matthews is the favorite. Perez is the favorite. Man, okay. Moving up, Sergey Pavlovich, Taliesin Teixeira. I'm going to go with Pavlovich. I mean, Taliesin Teixeira lost to Derek Lewis. Awful look. Made Tuivasa look like he still had it somewhat. Like Louis Sutherland actually kind of shut down Tuivasa. And Taliesin Teixeira was like a back and forth fight between them both. Between them. I'm going to go with Pavlovich. I think he'll get a round 2 or round 1 KO. I think, honestly, let's just say round 1 KO for... Get KO'd by Derek Lewis in round 1. Is Pavlovich going to throw caution to the wind round 1? This guy who has a crazy reach. He actually has an inch. Oh, I didn't go over stats. I'm so sorry. Dude, I suck at my job. 20-3 to 9-1. 6'3 to 6'7. 84-inch reach to an 83-inch reach. 48.5-inch leg reach to a 43-inch leg reach. So Pavlovich has a reach advantage. I'm going to go with Pavlovich. Do we say round 1 KO? I think actually I am going to go with a Pavlovich round 1 KO. I think Teixeira's just kind of so open and so bad. He's been training with Pereira. Maybe that'll make it a round 2 KO. Maybe Teixeira's nice and safe for a little bit. Not really letting anything go too badly. Pavlovich is kind of still getting the reads. Round 1 goes by. You know, Pavlovich wins with like 3 leg kicks up on Teixeira in round 1, so he wins. And then round 2, I think Pavlovich is going to hit him with like a good 1-2 down the pipe. Maybe duck down, throw an overhand. I think could see Pavlovich even putting in some grappling. even shooting a couple takedowns, something. Mix it up with Teixeira. Just to get him thinking low, and then I'll hit him with something high. Sergey Pavlovich, round 2 KO. Okay, moving up. Co-main, Zhang Mingyang. Co-main, Zhang Mingyang, Alonzo Menifield. Zhang Mingyang, round 1 KO. Alonzo Menifield, you suck. 19-7 to 17-6-1. 6'2" to 6 foot. 75.5 inch reach to a 76 inch reach. 42 inch leg reach to a 41 inch leg reach. I'm gonna go with Zhang Mingyang. You know, he made easier work of Ozzy Diaz than Teva Gutierrez did. But no, Zhang Mingyang, you know, he lost to Johnny Walker. But Johnny Walker is no joke. You know, you saw with Reyes, who's a top skilled level guy. Reyes struggled with Johnny Walker. Now, they weren't closing in at all on each other. And then Zhang Mingyang got taught a thing or two about low kicks. But Alonzo Menifield beat Umar Sy in a very close decision, and Umar Sy sucks. Then he got KO'd by Ozdemir, and Ozdemir's very good, very underrated. I feel like Ozdemir arguably beat Olberg. I thought he beat Olberg. I just think Zhang Mingyang's gonna catch Alonzo Menifield. Menifield kind of when you get him Menifield's face, I mean he just draws a blank, dude. I mean look how tall his hair is. Oh my goodness. Menifield just kind of gets hit on reset mode when you close distance. And I think Zhang Mingyang, who's got some nasty elbows, you know, I saw it against Anthony Smith. He cut Zhang Mingyang open. Oh no, Smith is cut open or whatever Guru said. Oh, that was so funny. I think Zhang Mingyang's going to cut Alonzo Menifield open. Some nice elbows in the clinch. He does really good clinch work, Zhang Mingyang. Very good clinch work. I think he'll just do that against Menifield and hit him with something big. Menifield likes to quit. I feel like he likes to quit. The Ozdemir fight, he just, as soon as he got trapped in the corner, he's like, all right, hands are down, KO me. And then Ozdemir hits like a nasty knee up the middle, right hand, KOs him. I think Zhang Mingyang's not going to do it as impressively. I think it's going to be like kind of even an early stoppage you could think of, just because the refs really want Zhang Mingyang to win. But I'm going to go with Zhang Mingyang, round 2 KO. Round 1 KO, actually. Let's get it. Now, Yadong, Davison, Figueiredo, main event. 22-9-1-1, 25-6-1, 5'8" to 5'5", 67-inch reach to a 68-inch reach, 38-inch reach to a 38-inch leg reach. I'm going to have to go with Song Yadong by KO. By KO. I think this is perfectly set up for Song Yadong to finally get a top 5 win. What are they ranked, actually? What are these guys ranked? 5 and 7, so he's going to get a top 10 win. Because he's number 5. Put him up at like number 4. He shouldn't honestly move up at all after beating Figueiredo unless he like holds him out in round 1. I don't think he will. I think Figueiredo's going to play the waiting game. Gonna really, I mean, it's been a while since Figueiredo's been in 5 rounds, huh? Umar was 3. Montel Jackson was 3. Split decision even then. Sanhagen was 5, but he only made it to 1. Peter Yan was 5, and he made it to a decision. But Peter Yan doesn't have too much pop. I think Song Yadong, who's explosive all the time, he's just going to corner Figueiredo in the later rounds. Early, Figueiredo's going to be on his bike, not really committing anything, just kind of throwing out low kicks, throwing out jabs, being very flicky and scared and backing up a lot. Song Yadong's just going to stay there, maybe low kick a little bit, stay calm, wait for the takedown. And then around 4, I think that's just going to keep on happening, and Figueiredo's going to gas it down. He's been running all fight. Round 4 comes around, Song Yadong's going to be on him. Uppercut, right hand up against the cage, drops Figueiredo. Figueiredo's the one. He's like Joseph Benavidez now. He wakes up screaming and yelling. Ah, ah, ah. Sorry, Figueiredo. You know, I like you, kid. I mean, you were like Freddy Krueger. You were the Freddy Krueger of lightweight for a little bit. Flyweight, not lightweight. You were the Freddy Krueger of lightweight. Flyweight. God. You were the Freddy Krueger of flyweight for a little bit, but your time's over, pal. You're 30-something years old, 40-something years old. 38. He's 38. Yadong's only 28. Mine isn't. Hilarious. Yeah, I think Song Yadong's just going to hit him hard. Hit him hard. and Figueiredo's going to go down. It's going to be sad. It's going to be a retirement fight. He should have retired when he beat Montel Jackson. I don't know why he didn't. He's retarded. Split decision on Montel Jackson? I don't know. Anyways, that's the picks for UFC Fight Night Macau. I hope y'all enjoyed this very last minute pick video. I'm sure everyone's going to be watching. Everyone was clamoring. I think Guru didn't even post a video yet, so I beat him at least. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed. Don't be funny. Make some money. Buy the numbers. Peace out. See y'all later. See y'all. Maybe I think I'll make 2 videos. That's the goal. Now I'm putting on the wall 2 videos and the prediction video for next week. Bam. What's next week? What is next week? Oh, is it Bilal Bonfir? Oh my goodness, dude. I'm scared for Bryce Mitchell. I'm scared for Bryce. Santiago Luna is no joke, dude. Santiago Luna is no joke. He's no joke. I'm very scared. But I think Bryce can still get it. But I am scared. Anyways, let me end it like this so it looks good. There we go. See you later.